Welcome to the bar. Live OTI, Largo, Maryland. I'm Dysco.
I'm G. Sanders.
Hi, I'm Jazz.
And we back at it again, y'all. About to get it in one more time, as we always do. Good topic for you today. Let me give you a quick story. I posted something on Facebook the other day. Long story short, child support.
Okay.
Talking about child support. Bringing it in.
You know, that's a real controversial topic.
I mean,
right.
What did you say?
Well, I posed the question, should the person that's receiving child support be ordered by the court to show receipts for the items that they purchase?
Okay.
You know, and I believe 100% that they should.
That they should show receipts?
Hell yeah, they should show receipts.
I think I'm the only one who's unfortunately been involved with child support.
Yeah, I don't have no kids, and that's one of the reasons why I don't.
And I don't have any either, but I'm kind of on the fence.
Okay, so what do you think, Jazz?
Okay, so as far as child support is concerned and showing receipts, I do feel like a lot of times people don't use the child support for what it's used for. So I do feel like they should show receipts.
It's the number one reason.
Not for like every single little thing, but for the majority, like from big stuff, I feel like they should.
I think I'm on the fence only because for the responsible mothers, and I'm not talking about the women who are taking advantage, but for the responsible mothers, you know, we're taking care of the child day in and day out. And so if the child is living with the mother or the father, now mind you, there's some men who could also get child support. So whoever has primary care of the child, if you're doing the right thing, I don't think you need to show no receipts. You'll see it on the child. You'll see the child eating. You'll see the child with nice clothes. I don't think you need to show receipts.
I believe that it's more people that's doing bad with it than it is good with it.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
No.
There's a lot of people that's abusing the system.
I would say, based off of what I hear, there are a lot of women that are doing wrong with it than supporting the child.
We got a good question for y'all. For y'all out there. Before paying for child support, do you feel paternity tests should be asked for by the courts?
Yes. We both agreed on that. Yes. Just to ease everybody's mind. So it won't be any doubt, you know, who's the father. It should be a paternity test done. Even if you haven't been sleeping with anybody but that one person, I think that a paternity test should still be done.
I mean, I've heard stories of men who found out that they had a child 4 or 5 years later, and, you know, then they got the paternity test, found out it was their child, but it's like, that's kind of devastating that didn't happen earlier. So I agree. I think I think fathers have a right. Women, we know if the child is ours. You know, it came out of us, so we know it's ours. I think y'all have to balance it out.
Yeah, and I think
I think so, yeah.
I guess we all can agree on that, right? Let's talk, everybody. All right, here's kind of a system. Should a man be forced to pay child support if he didn't want the mother of the child to have the child?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, this is what I think. I mean, I understand it's a female's body, you know, and I understand that a lot of people aren't down with the abortion thing or adoption. Should the man still be forced to pay that child support? At that point, if a woman says, I'm not doing any of that?
I wouldn't necessarily say forced, but I feel like, again, this is one of the consequences that you pay when you have unprotected sex.
Or even if it's, but actually, Jazz, even if it's not unprotected, there could be a little slip up. Yeah. These are the consequences of having sex.
Before marriage. Period.
Exactly.
But marriage doesn't always work. People in marriages get divorced.
And I understand
but it makes it easier to determine the child support.
Right.
All right, how about this one? The child supports, when they decide how they're going to tax a man or a woman, they go by your gross amount, not by your net. So for those that don't know, means they go pre-tax, not after tax, not post-tax. So is that even fair?
No. I don't think, I personally don't think that it's fair because it's like you're taking more money out. I feel like child support should be based on what you take home. What you actually take home. Because they can say, I make $100,000 a year, but I don't necessarily take home.
That's before taxes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I do think there's a lot of men, unfortunately, who are in situations where they can't afford their child support and afford to live.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's when it goes too far.
Right.
And so I totally get again that, like I said earlier, I think a child should have an equal lifestyle as much as possible.
Right.
But there are circumstances where women are making more or the man is making more. And so the reality of it is that we don't want our men or women then being in poverty or being homeless, trying to pay, or in jail.
Right.
I have a big issue with the whole putting people in jail.
Especially if they're consistent.
Yeah, if they're
If
trying.
they're trying to pay their child
They're not making
support.
enough money.
Right, but they don't make enough money to pay it, and it's kind of like, oh,
And
now,
live.
right.
And pay their own rent. They can't live. I don't see the advantage of having a father or a mother in jail. And I've had this argument before with women, but I've never agreed that a man or woman should be in jail as a result of not paying child support. I'd rather that the man or woman just not be a parent, because that child is not benefiting from somebody being in jail. Never will. It just never will be the right thing.
There's a lot of women that use child support as revenge. I mean, straight revenge, you know what I mean? So it's like bitter women use the system to get back at the man, you know? It's like the lazy women who don't want to get a job.
And that's where I have an issue, because I feel like you knew what you were getting into.
Right.
Like I said before, when you laid down with that man or that woman, you cannot be mad because that person doesn't want to be with you and take it out. It's like you're using a child as a pawn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to be with me. I'm about to get him for all this child support. That's the wrong way of thinking, because in the long run you end up hurting the child.
End up hurting the child, and I was just going to say that you hurt the child, because then child support, by you being vindictive like that, it will push a good father away.
Right.
It will make him not want to come around the child because you're there.
Right.
You know what I mean? It make him not to want to have any involvement. I know a guy, I got a friend, man, a real good friend right now, no lie, that's in a situation where he has a couple of kids by a young lady. He's not happy at all with her.
Okay.
He's not happy at all. But he's scared to leave because he knows he has a very good job. But he knows the second he leaves, she's going to take up a child support. And you know what's sad about that? This guy's an excellent father, man. I'm talking about that excellent father. He's there for the kids, whatever it is that they need, he does it like a man's supposed to do.
And that's one
but
thing
she's trying to take him, she would take him to child support.
That makes me sad.
Even though he'll be there.
It's like you're putting the child, you're harming the child. You're doing more harm than good.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I was also told that child support takes like 67% of a person's check.
67%? I mean,
67%.
Not always.
how are you supposed to
But
live?
still, even though, let's say they take even 50% of your check. How's a man
You
supposed to
can't
live?
live. I'm sorry. I mean, I want everybody to get what they deserve, but how are you supposed to live when the government is taking 50% out of your check?
You can't do it. And then he has to get a second job. So he has to go to work and come home and go right back to work.
And then he's not spending time with the child.
Right,
The child doesn't really benefit from the less of the father's time. But at the same time, I think you have to look at it again at the budget. Like, exactly what does it take to care for a child on a daily basis?
Right.
What is the overall budget, like rent or mortgage, child support, all these, not child support, I mean car note, all those things have to be budgeted. And I think they should be split.
I do too.
I think they should be split.
Especially if you have both parents working.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the father should have to pay, a grand amount.
No, I don't.
Especially if the mother is working. I feel like, yes, he should pay something, but not if the mother is working as well.
And you know what? One of the arguments that was made when I posted it was, what about the electric, the heat, and the rent?
Yeah.
But no. You will have to have that anyway.
Right. You have to pay that regardless of whether or not you have a child.
True, but those are for
the child wasn't going to have nowhere to, it's not like the child using that much more electricity.
that's what I was saying. You should split it, but at the same time,
you should split it though.
You should split the bills, like for the most
But
part.
what if you're not living there? What do you mean?
Well, I understand if you're not living there, but unless you have joint custody, then that means that the child is predominantly with one parent than the other. So I think that in fairness, like the overall, major bills. Okay, maybe not the car note. Okay, not the car note, not the personal bills. But I think the household, I do think that there should be some contribution to the utilities and things like that.
If you and I are not together anymore, but you have my child,
okay,
I live with somebody else.
Okay, you live with Jazz now.
I'm still supposed to pay your rent?
Not my rent.
I'm supposed to pay your electric?
No, but I think you should contribute, yes.
I should contribute to your electric?
Yes, I think you should.
Why? You playing with a vibrator all night and it ain't me you thinking about. Why should I contribute to that?
Personal. That's my vibrator. That's personal.
Let's be fair. let's flip this.
Okay.
Because there are some trifling ass dudes out here.
Yes.
And that absolutely need to pay that support. So how do you feel about the guys that's ducking jobs and getting paid under the table to actually, if this happens,
I think
to actually avoid paying child support?
That's not a man in general. Like, you know, to avoid, you know, paying child support, you're not getting a legitimate job to go to those means. And I do understand the men again who felt like they got taken advantage of. But I think that is so unmanly to do that.
I feel like shame on you.
Yes.
I mean, if you know that you have a child out here and you're not taking care of said child, then that's just trifling.
Yeah,
that's not a thing.
I mean, we have men who change their names. They go through a lot of means to avoid child support.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what.
And I know a couple of females. I know a lot of different people, man, from walks of life. It seems like every time I talk, I say I know somebody that blah blah blah. But y'all knew what I do for a living. I understand. You understand? I know a lot of people. But there's some women out here that say, nah, I'm not gonna take it for child support, or I ain't worried about that. But they struggling. I mean, I can understand you trying to be strong and independent, but at the same time, you still need that assistance. Why not? What makes you think they wouldn't go to get the support from that man?
Because there are a lot of proud women. We talked before about a lot of alpha women who feel like, if you're not going to be man enough to just step up and contribute, I'm not going to take you to court and force you. I'm going to take care of me and mine. But the reality of it is, the system is designed to help the child. And even though it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, a lot of times, women do just take on all the responsibility, and it isn't really fair to the woman as well, who's also struggling. Or just needs
kudos to the women that's doing it by themselves.
Yes.
Kudos to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Hey, we got my man Don. Hey, give me the mic real quick. Hand me the mic. Nah, come over here. Hey, we keeping it rolling live. You got my man Don here with the OTI right here. Let me get this mic on for you, brother. First of all, we appreciate you allowing us into your beautiful establishment to do what it is.
Thank you.
Hey, this is the guy that's making all this happen, y'all.
Yeah.
So, real quick, child support is what we talking about, brother. What's your views on it? I don't like it. I say the hell with it. What do you think it is?
I definitely don't like it.
So you
necessary evil.
It's a necessary
in some cases.
Think so?
In some cases.
So do you think that the court should allow, let's say a female is getting it, should she have to show receipts?
Absolutely. She should be able to document every damn aspect.
A lot of people will disagree with you, saying it's for everything.
We're talking about for the women who are doing the right thing.
Right.
But see, you can't differentiate between who's doing the right thing.
I think you can, because every person is different. Every child is unique. So I think that a lot of women who are doing the right thing.
$20,000, you know, if you're a celebrity athlete, you don't need $20,000 a month.
And I agree.
Down and you know, it's for the child. It ain't for.
Exactly. That's true.
I mean, 5,000 every 2 weeks. Who the hell needs 5,000 every? I don't make 5,000 every 2 weeks. Right. So why does a 2-year-old need that? So why are they getting it?
But I thought we were talking about the men who like avoiding child support.
Oh yeah, we can get back to that. We have to let the celebrity here get his opinion real quick.
We were talking about the trifling men, not the trifling women.
We got to rewind it real quick. Yeah, it's greed. No. Right now we flipped it back, but we good. Now, what's your views on the men that's ducking child support and refuse to pay and take care of their child?
You know, it's tough. You know. I think it's a catch-22. Every man is unique. I mean, you know, let's not act like there's a level playing field for an economic scale for black men.
You're absolutely right about that.
You know, the high-paying jobs are going to, you know, white men, white women, and black women of color. So it's a tougher platform for men. It's not that you they want to duck the responsibility, but sometimes on $800 $800 every 2 weeks. It's a tough challenge. You want half of what I take.
Right. See, and we just touched on that a few minutes ago about taxing 60, whatever it is, of your 67% of your paycheck, or even 50% is a lot. Taxing somebody's paycheck.
Anyone's paycheck.
And I agree with you. The average black man today isn't making that much money enough to live off of that.
Well, there's a lot of black women struggling too, so I don't think we should it's a little bit too much of an emphasis, I think, talking about the black man, struggling. There's a lot of black women.
It's different.
When the court is involved, I totally understood, but there's a lot of women out here who they're not making ends meet either.
Hold on, listen to what he said.
Okay.
But the court doesn't emphasize, the burden of proof is always on women. Especially
the child usually lives with the woman.
If you look at any type of court as a foster child, I'm speaking from experience. If you go to court, they'll tell him what he has to pay. If you go with the white person, they'll say, "This is what I'm going to pay. This is what I'm going to pay." It's a huge difference, and it's broken down. Not only is the court geared towards just throwing us in jail, it's also the sound to keep the family broken, to keep
And I agree
the
on that.
structure broken. So,
But I think there's a lot of good black women who are open to mediate. I mean, I sat down with my child's father and we worked out terms.
You one of the few, man.
I'm not one of the few. I don't want to say that.
You're like a unicorn in this situation.
No, you're a unicorn. You're a unicorn. Black women who are open to mediate. No, not a unicorn.
That's not the norm. What he's saying is the norm. What you're saying is really not the norm.
I guess we have to ask the audience to see what they think.
All right, we're going to get one more opinion, outside opinion of the child support system. What's up, Brick brother?
How you doing, bro?
What's your name, man?
Conrad.
Where you from?
Suitland.
Suitland, Maryland in the house, y'all.
My opinion I think that both parents should be paying.
Both parents should be paying.
In a sense, if both parents are not working,
right,
and the mother's getting child support, I feel that she got to pay too, just like the father has to pay. Now, if the mother's not working and the father's working, then I think there should be a law that the father should get the child. That way you can cut down on this state spending. I really feel that the father should have an opportunity to raise a child if he's working and the mother not.
Well, the way it's set up, that they're not going to take the child.
Well, I know that it's set up for the woman. It's set up for the woman. It's set up for the woman. But my opinions on it, I really think they need to just change the whole thing around fathers. Like you say, the mother had to show receipts. I mean, we had to come into court and show our receipts and stuff and prove what we've been doing.
I got you.
So I feel the mother should have to do the exact same thing.
Right.
I know some parents, mothers will say, well, I know my kid's mother. Well, I got rent to pay.
Right.
I got lecture, but you walked out on me.
Right.
So I feel that's your responsibility, fathers, because you got to live and have a roof over your head regardless.
Exactly.
And I think that it should be even.
Right.
You worry about the medical.
Right.
The child expensive, but fathers are renting, the rent, electric, gas, water bill, and that should be on the mother, especially if she took the child away or any circumstance of how y'all separate.
Right. I got you. My man, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate Suitland, Maryland in the house, y'all. Dave, that's all of our time till the next time, man. We at the bar live, OTI Largo, Berlin. We're going to catch y'all next week. What we talk about next week?
You said etiquette.
We need to be talking about some restaurant etiquette.
Uh-oh. Not here.
Or interracial relationships.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I'm Dysco.
G. Sanders.
Yes.
Catch y'all on the next one, baby.
All right.
Peace.